Yeah, I don't know what's going on here now because anyway, I'll shut that down. We didn't get a header. We just lost the internet. We lost power, all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to start again. There was a reasonable amount. I'd gone through the whole fleet sort of thing, and we were just going to start talking about these headwinds coming, and also the update for Triana and blah, 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 blah. Cheapers, I've gone completely blank. Okay, the next two boats coming in. So here we go. I'll just get the tracker up here again. Should be there. So here we go. Triana and Neptune. I kept thinking it was bloody white shadow there for a minute. So it's distracting, and I have no idea what caused all that. Sometimes we lose power. You have load sharing in Cape Town, but it wasn't that. For some reason, the internet just dropped dead. So I lost a lot. And I think we got to this point where we were talking about headwinds coming for the weather for a start. So, but just for now, I'm going to look at Triana's final approach. So you can see there now there's a good breeze coming through, and there's a bit of a hole here. I hope you're seeing this. I'm assuming you are. I better just have a look in case I'm talking to myself. I'm going to go back at the main screen. Yep, Kathleen's there. So 35 people watching. Thanks for coming back. Now come back to the tracker. Okay, so you can see this is not much wind there, okay, but Triana now has got probably 20 knots, 25 knots from the west, which is pushing him in really nicely. And they've only got 90 miles to go, so that's 8, 10, 11, 12 hours to go near enough. Puts him in about 8:30, 9 o'clock or something. Okay, so pushing forward, 1, 2, oh, jeepers, I'm hearing the header now. Okay, so that's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can see it's moving. It's compressing this no wind zone here. So they've still got breeze that they're sailing in, so their speed should be pretty reasonable. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7:30. It's still a bit soft. There was still a bit of softness there. So it may slow them up a bit and just hold them off, but that's 7:30 in the morning, and I think they're going to be pretty right. So it should be about 12 hours from now, maybe 9 o'clock. And Neptune's about 4 hours behind. I mentioned that. So now I'm coming to come back to the big picture to show these headwinds that's going to affect the tail end. As you can see, this is fantastic sailing southerly. All these boats heading straight in, but this is coming up to 1 day away. So there's 1 day. So that's all of Friday, and now you start to get into Saturday. Now you'll see white shadow riding those heavy winds, the southerly, pretty much all the way in, because this is late on Friday, and now we're into Saturday. It's still not a headwind yet, but it's turning, and white shadow's up high, but I'm expecting to see them in around about there. And it's just starting to build. So white shadow have it on the nose. They might have to tack back or something. Not so bad, but you can see straight away the boats at the back here, it's starting to swing. And this is where Avrika, being up high, coming to Cape Town, it's already on the nose, and they'll be at that stage somewhere here. So it's quite solid on the nose, and it's turning very rapidly. That's 10:30 in the morning. You'll see it's 11:30, 12:30. It's rolling around this high here. It's a classic Southern Ocean high. South Atlantic high that is moving out to the east. All right, I'll put the latitude in here so you can see what's going on. Here's 40 degrees south. It's down quite low, so they're all on the top, and they're going to get these headwinds, and it's going to be pretty dramatic. In fact, it's looking like we may end up giving them a weather warning. We'll just see how that pans out. So this is now Saturday afternoon. It's all pushing around. Galleana is going to be in here somewhere. Very solid. That's 30, pushing up 35, gusting 40s. Similar to what you saw with Translated coming in, and also Maiden. They look like they're going to get dished up something similar. Very heavy headwinds or southeasterly that's then pushing into the east. Right, you can see here, and that's exactly where they want to go from. So Galleana is going to be looking better than Sterner. I think you'll see her go past because she can afford to throw away some of that southing. But even then, she's still pretty high. It's you really want to be heading down from this direction when you get these winds. And I think you're going to see Evrika struggling a bit through there. Not struggling for safety-wise, but just not making much headway. They'll back off. They won't push the boat too hard. Sterner's going to be a bit the same, and Galliana might just be able to push ahead. So this is all Saturday, and then it rolls out. It's just a strong easterly. It's just gone straight easterly as that high moves underneath them over here. And the 26, 6, 7, 8, 9, this is now 26, 27, 28, 29. This is Sunday. And this is where you'll see them really struggling. And that's why I think if it was good weather like you saw previously, they would have been in sometime Sunday. But now I don't think you're going to see them till Monday. Because that's pretty solid. And just as they're getting close, it'll start to back off a little bit, but it's all headwinds. So not such a good thing, but that's okay. They can cope with it. It's just going to delay them a bit. So White Shadow just gets in. Galliana with secure, Sterner and Evrika, they're cooked. They're going to be slowed up, I reckon, and so on. And what's going to happen to Explorer? Who knows? They're a long way back, but hopefully he's heading down, and then they'll have these calms. So, because they won't be until about 5 days later. So you might see Explorer down here getting hooked up and squashed in this no wind zone for quite a few days, because they should be, they're going to be sitting in some of that. And then they've got headwinds. But anyway, this whole area, look at that. So where do you go if you're on this side of the fence and you want to go that way? Everything is on the nose. So I think there's going to be some fun and games for Explorer, and also Godspeed coming up, and it just sits there for days. Here it is. Look at that. All just headwinds. So something to look forward to, but don't tell Explorer. They won't be happy about that. And then it goes quiet and so on. So will we see them before the start? I have no idea. Okay, that's about it. I come back to the thing to look at the if there's any questions here. And here we go. Boom. Okay, Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. John Pinto. Yes, we see you. Good. Thanks, mate. Did you see the question about Maiden having a season added today? No, I'm not sure what's going on there. We did have a comment there, and the Yellow Brick were looking at it, but don't despair. We know where they are, and they're stationary. They're on the marina. Why does the leaderboard show Maiden move 63? Same thing. Don't worry. Dockside program in Cape Town. Where do I find the info, Don? There's not a dockside program at all, because there's not a lot happening in terms of other than, in fact, I can tell you, just stand by. Where is it? No, not there. Oh, jeepers. I had a printout, which I don't have here now. Where is it? Jeepers. There it is. Okay. Modern technology. This is actually the program. Okay. So things for people to watch and do in Cape Town. Okay. We have a public press conference on November the 2nd between 2 and 3 p.m. in the amphitheatre. We have a public all crew briefing. So if you want to meet all the crew, all the boats and all the crews on each of the boats will actually be at the amphitheatre from somewhere between 9:30 and 11:30 in the morning on November the 2nd. We have nothing else there. Then there will be a public farewell with all the crews and everything on the... it's a public farewell. It's really an introduction. Between 11 and 1 p.m. in the amphitheatre as well. So that's on the Saturday. So Saturday between 11 and 1, you can meet all the crews, and they'll all be presented, and we'll be interviewing them and so on in the amphitheatre. So they're the main ones. There's lots of functions that are happening. But if you come down, you'll see what's going on with the boats. And as the start day gets closer, there will be plenty going on. The crews will be quite busy getting ready leading up to start. So anyone that comes down, you'll be able to see what's going on. You can wander over to the office and say, g'day. We've got a few little like a photo gallery and bits and pieces in the office, but not a lot. We don't have a huge race village at all, but it's still some interesting stuff there. You can certainly read about all the boats. We've got all the banners there, which are storyboard banners about every entrant, but they all got blown away and destroyed in that last big wind the other day. They're up. We've got all new ones again. They're all up now, but they're coming down tomorrow because there's more wind coming and we don't want to blow them up again. So anyway, just a few things happening, but it's a pretty interesting atmosphere. Always something going on. Okay, I think we're done. So we will see you again tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, it's Triana. Tomorrow around midday, Neptune. That'll be a bit of fun. We'll update you on the on Facebook and so on as well. So keep an eye on that. And I'll put the questions and answers up. I'll do one now. I think on YouTube. Yeah, I've got to do that for a Q&A session on YouTube. I've got to pull in some pictures on that. So I might do that shortly. Anyway, thanks for that. And we'll see you later on. Bye-bye.